Welcome. My name is Martin Kuppinger. I'm Principal Analyst at KuppingerCole. Today I want to talk about cybersecurity investment priorities and specifically what to do now in a phase where we still are in a phase of uncertainty, of crisis, for many businesses of reduced budgets, for others in a very strong phase. If you're selling whatever remote access software, it might look very differently, but in a phase of turmoil, of change. And so in that phase, it's, from my perspective, super important for the CIOs, for the CISOs, to think about what to do next with all the uncertainty we have, but think about what are my options, what are my priorities for the future. One thing is clear, a lot will change. We will have most likely far more work from home than ever before. So it will not go back to fully to the office. It probably will be somewhere in between over time. We have the need for speeding up our digital transformation, which also means we have more attack surfaces, because the more we do digital in business, the more risk we have in that space. So we need to think about how does our information security, and we're talking about cybersecurity investment priorities, need to look like. And what you should do now is portfolio optimization, which means revisiting your current portfolio of technologies, looking at what you will need in future, where your future requirements, your urgent requirements are, identify the gaps, but also identify which of the technologies you have in place might not be the ones which really help you in future. There might be technologies you might discontinue or where you don't invest much anymore. There might be new technologies, there will be new technologies where you need to spend more money around cloud security, around MFA, around secure access to services from home. These are areas which might require different investments, also a lot of things around identity and access. And so you need to think about how can you balance this and where do you need to spend your money in the future? So where to focus on. Identify the gaps, identify the things you don't need that much anymore, the things you need in future, and think about which are the top priorities for your projects, for your investments, including all the business continuity stuff, which also is, as we have learned the hard way, super important. So think about that and spend the time now so that you, once things are moving faster again, that you know what to do first and that you know of the money you have, which might be lesser, which might be the same you had, which might be even more, where to best spend the money. Then portfolio optimization is a task which can be done very well, as a lot of conceptual work can be done very well, even in the face of a lot of work from home, a lot of video conferencing. It is one of the things which needs to be done now, because business is changing, IT has to change, and IT security and cybersecurity has to change as well. It means we need to revisit what we intended to do, and do it in a way that works better for the future. We are happy to support you. Thank you for listening.